It's time to take a look at one of the most impressive Famicom exclusives ever released, in a genre that I generally struggle to enjoy, but not this time. This game brings the magic to your family computer console, which is convenient because the developer, Home Data, changed their name in 1993 to Magical Company. Is this the best shooter on the Famicom? Let's find out. This is TetraStar The Fighter. Released in 1991, TetraStar The Fighter is a space shooter, but with a twist. A slight twist. I mean, it's no M. Night Shyamalan situation, but it is unique. Take a look. Are you seeing what I am seeing? Is that Mode 7 on the Famicom? Well, no, it's not, because technically that would be impossible. But it sure as heck looks like it and blows me away. But if this is a shooter, why do you need Mode 7 style background manipulations? Good question I just asked myself, because this is what I like to call a Z-axis shooter. You move along the plane of the Z-axis, forward, into the fray of space combat. Now, some of you might say it's sort of a 3D World Runner style, or of course, Space Harrier. But you're not just some dude, you're a dude in a spaceship. So for now, let's just call it a Z-axis shooter, alright? TetraStar is already enveloping me with intrigue from the visuals alone, but guess what? This is a shooter with a story. Of course, if you're playing with the original Japanese Famicom cartridge, you better know the language to keep up. Luckily, thanks to the amazing people of the internet, there is a fantastic translation of the story, so you can follow along while you shoot your way to victory. And trust me when I say, you don't want to miss out on the story, alright? You'll see. You'll see. Let's set the scene. The year 2089. I'll be over 100 years old. This is depressing, but it's better than 20XX. Man's probe... Alright, hold on now, what? Man's probe? Okay, here we go. An alien empire known as the Baal bring an interstellar network to Earth, and the world rejoiced as Earth became intergalactic in its technology and scope of the universe. Well, thanks, Baal Empire. That's nice of you to just drop by Earth and hook us up like that. Oh no, of course. The Baal Empire really just wanted to take over our planet. Should have seen it coming. Thankfully, good old General Nelson is nice enough to build up a bit of a resistance and construct the TetraStar ship. Just in case. Just in case what, General Nelson? You already have very clear intel that the Baal Empire wants to take over the world. What? Why wait? Well, hey, you are the general, so, whatever you say, man. The Alliance continued with no war, as Earth and the Baal Empire even construct a lunar warp gate for space transport. Oh, that's fancy, but the Baal breaks the peace treaty, and they begin their attack with the Statue of Liberty. Oh, come on, New York? That's a low blow, Baal. We're coming for you. And by we, I mean me, Pilot, as you are referred to in this game. But look, when the Resistance was being built, you had a co-pilot, Omega, the one and only robot alien dog, or something. But look at this cute pink and white pupper. Oh, the sad thing is, Omega left your side after those years of peace and left you, Mr. Pilot Man, with a simple communicator. Oh god, even his little communicator is cute. Sorry, I'm very digitally distracted by this robot dog. He just seems so out of place in this story, but I love him. With the TetraStar and a crew of the best Resistance fighters, you prepare to take on the Baal Empire with a plan to enter the Warp Gate and face them head on. However, General Nelson has got some bad news for Pilot. Omega has been captured by... Oh, what is that supposed to be? Is he wearing a hood, green long-sleeve tee, white gloves, and a pink skirt? I just don't know how to feel about this guy. Yeah, I would want to take him out even if he hadn't captured my Robo-Dog buddy. He looks ridiculous. Well, General Nelson explains, without your navbot, Omega, you'll never be able to make it through the warp gate. Sounds like it's time for a rescue mission. As you enter the fray of space combat, you'll be shooting down various robotic-looking ship things. Because of the Z-axis movement of your ship, it can be a bit tricky to maneuver around the oncoming enemy targets and avoid their attacks. But you'll start to get a feel for the depth perception of the scaling sprites coming towards your precious ship. To control the TetraStar, you'll be using the D-pad, and you can fire your main blaster with the B button. And you know what? Don't be afraid to bust out the Hori Commander Famicom controller for a little turbo action. I had to, my thumb got tired. You won't just be explodifying enemy targets. Occasionally, you'll have to show off your TetraStar maneuvers through deadly obstacle courses. These are a fun way to mix up the shoot-'em-up gameplay. As you approach the lunar warp gate, you'll discover a little space pod that resembles a delicate Fabergé egg. Clearly, this is where they're holding Omega. Omega then graciously rewards you with your first 2 special weapons that can be cycled through with select and activated with the A button. The Wide Blaster Spread Bomb and the air-to-air homing missiles. Those are my favorite. They make the game full-on easy mode. But don't get carried away. You're going to need to digitally hoard your special weapons for just the right moments. With the help of Omega, you lead the TetraStar and your remaining crew through the warp gate. The continuing stages of the game follow a similar pattern, with the addition of ground troops attempting to blast your butts and dangerous one-hit kill electric fences. If you struggle and run out of lives, Earth is destroyed. Whoops. But don't worry, you've got a few credits to save the world. They'll come in handy during the many boss fights you'll encounter. These battles are my favorite aspect of TetraStar, each one unique and entertaining in execution. One of the first is what appears to be a floating skull shell protecting an enemy base. Shoot the brain for great success. Oh, and if you're interested in a little extra difficulty, you're on a time crunch. If you don't do enough damage quickly, there's a chance you'll attempt to escape and be treated to a wonderful bonus cutscene of your horrific death and incomplete mission. And of course the Earth is destroyed. Whoop-de-doo, let's get back to work. Once uncovering the home of the Baal Empire, Omega suggests using a holographizer to mimic their ships, aka TIE fighters. I mean, look at these things. That's exactly what they are. Eventually, Omega will unlock your remaining special weapons, the useless napalm ground bombs and the super powerful biocannon charge shot. Definitely save the biocannon for the bosses. And here is one of them, the Empire's giant supercomputer, Belzegal. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not sure what kind of supercomputers run on ball bearings, but that's what you need to shoot to destroy the Baal Empire. Mission accomplished. And now enjoy another wonderful cutscene with Omega. You learn that Omega dreams of living on Earth with humans now that they have saved the world, which should be no problem since Pilot and Omega are now the heroes. But suddenly, They notice an influx of transport ships heading through the warp gate, carrying uranium. Onward to destroy the transports and the pink paper fortune teller boss? Or as we called them in grade school, cootie catchers. Alright, let's see. Blue. B-L-U-E. Let's choose number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's get my fortune. Number 8. Let's see what it says. You are bad at video games. Oh. It seems the uranium is powering the leader of the Baal Empire, who resides on the other side of another warp gate. He sends out massive waves of enemies to deal with you, but we've got this. Oh no, they're boarding the TetraStar. What? Oh my god! No! No, no, no! This is the worst thing to happen in the history of the Famicom. Also, he's bleeding pink goo. Oh, God. Wow, I did not see that coming. And now I'm just angry. I'm coming for you, leader of the Baal Empire! Flying into the Balgus, you'll face the most dangerous enemies and obstacles yet. But you must persevere to honor Omega's great sacrifice. Soon, you will reach the leader of the Baal Empire, the real Belzegal. This will be the most challenging and difficult fight of the game if you don't come prepared. Blast him with your biocannon and avoid the slew of attacks thrown your way. You're done, Belzegal. Successful, you and the fleet return home to Earth. And enjoy the parade and fireworks, celebrating the defeat of the Baal Empire. But just one thing is missing. Omega. Sad. TetraStar The Fighter is a game that made me care. Now I know it's not Gun-Knack or Crisis Force or Rekka Summer Carnival, but it doesn't have to be. Those are solid shoot-em-ups, but TetraStar stands on its own, and frankly, I like it better anyway. And all those other shooters are insanely expensive. TetraStar can still be purchased without taking out a third mortgage on your dad's double-wide. But I have to admit, the music does leave a lot to be desired, as this is not an original score. They are all Famicom renditions of classic orchestrations like the Piano Concerto No. 1 by Tchaikovsky, or Ride of the Valkyries by Wagner, or The Saber Dance by Khachaturian. I'm not trying to say his name. But the music still manages to be impressive with its extensive use of actual samples. Yes, if we make our way over to the secret sound test mode, we can listen to all those timpani samples.
Oh, good Lord!
Impressive, but it's still just classical music that doesn't quite match the sci-fi atmosphere of TetraStar. Shame. It's really the only thing holding this game back from being an all-around amazing experience. The graphics offer some great pseudo 3D visuals with a lot of active sprites and effects, and the final stage is one of the most visually immersive environments I've ever experienced on the Famicom. That, combined with the epic, tear-jerking storyline,
Omega!
and super fun cutscenes and dialogue and solid gameplay, it's just great. And the ending makes you feel like you really accomplished something as you journeyed through the story. Now, in my devastation, I desperately searched for a way to stop the death of Omega. And lucky for me, TetraStar has an additional ending. We can go back and save Omega. If you are fast enough and have the twitchy, shooting reflexes, you can avoid being boarded during the end of Stage 6. And then, only then, can you enjoy those fireworks with your robot puppy pilot. So beautiful. Though, in my first playthrough, Omega's death felt so pivotal to the story. It's like it needed to happen to build that motivation and anger for Pilot to go after the leader of the Baal Empire once and for all, and destroy him in honor of Omega. But the choice is yours. So is TetraStar The Fighter the best shooter on the Famicom? It is for me.